So hi guys, how are you doing? I hope you're all well. Today we are in the kitchen. We want to prepare a Somali evening snack called Sabaayad or kibis. Kindly watch to the end if you want to see how it is done. So I will start by preparing or starting the jiko. I will add in charcoal and then let the fire light up. And the jiko is stove and charcoal is coal. So when the jiko is almost ready, I will put in then water in a sufuria or saucepan and then let it boil. We have this one for mixing the flour, and then we have this one for boiling, heating the oil, and then we have this one for the salt, African setup, and then we'll be using this atta. It's brown, we'll be mixing with the normal white eggs. Okay, so we will see the outcome later on. It's time that we put our ingredients together now. So we have our oil, and then we take the flour, we pour it into the tray. And as I told you, we will be using two types of flour. We have the normal white wheat flour and the atta. Atta somehow gives, when you mix it with the white flour, gives the dough a very good texture. So you are going to see it later on. And then we mix it together. We add salt, and we don't have measuring cups in traditional African kitchens. Tunapima na macho, or we measure with our eyes. And then we take in the warm water or hot water, and then we pour it to the mixture of the flour, and then we mix it. So in here is only flour and salt. So you keep on adding the water, mix until you get the consistency that you need. So after mixing your flour with water, you will get something like this. So you will start kneading. You knead just the way you will knead the bread. And when I say kneading, sile knead ya kutaka, it is the K-N-E-A-D. Okay? And the reason why we need dough is to mix the ingredients and add strength to the final product. If you don't knead your dough enough, then the dough will lack strength and will not hold its shape. When flour and water are combined and kneaded, the gliadin and glutenin proteins in the flour expand and form strands of gluten, which gives any form of bread its texture. The kneading process warms and stretches these gluten strands, eventually creating a springy and elastic dough. Kneading can be performed by hand, the traditional way, or with a mixer equipped with a dough hook. But we are going the traditional way. And so after a series of knocking, punching, hitting, turning, massaging our dough, we are finally coming to the final stage before we start, cutting them into portions, and then we make our kibis. I think I will not need to explain much from this process on, because it's almost like self-explanatory. You just need to follow with your eyes. Okay, so you divide your dough into big balls, round balls, and then roll it to make something like a disc. I just love the way she flips. She flips the dough like a pro. I wish I could do this. Hi guys, are we still together? So I will just tell you that there is nothing new you need to do. You just repeat the process that you did from the beginning. Nothing new. You just divide your dough, roll them into balls, and then cut them into stripes like that, like that. Kibis is almost like a staple food for the Somalis because almost every household makes this kibis. And in fact, if you're a visitor and you are not welcomed with kibis, then I think that is not a proper Somali home. And now, this kibis comes in two types. We have these round ones that are best, eaten with the tea. And we also have the square ones. So these square ones, they are best eaten with a special kind of meat that maybe one of these fine days we will prepare that meat. And at the end of this video, you are going to see how tea is prepared the Somali way. So just follow the video until the end, okay? So before I forget, there are some instances that you will see, opening, let me say, the door of the jiko. When there is too much heat, the kibis will get burnt. So that forces her to close, the door of the jiko. Like that. Now she opens. She opens because she realized that there is less heat getting into the frying pan. And when there is less heat, it is very likely that the kibis is going to get dry. So that is how we regulate our jikos. That is for my diaspora friends. I'm still mesmerized by the fact that none of these kibis came out burnt. They just came out nicely brown. And by the way, guys, I could not resist the smell, and I already tasted one of them, and I can tell you it is so super delicious. It's cooked through and through. They are almost similar to chapati, or should I say same but different. Another, cooking is nice because it brings families together, so learn to cook with your family every time. Mudi nitakuletea hiyo picha ni classic moja. And now we are coming slowly to the end of us making our kibis, and I would like to thank you so much for following us through, and I hope to bring you more recipes from several African cultures, because food brings people together. And now we will go to making our tea. So here is cinnamon or adalasin, put it in, and then we have the iliki or cardamom, and then that is pilipili manga in also. This is pilipili manga, the other one was cloves, sorry for that, for the confusion. And then finally we have ginger. Put it all into the mortar, and then you start to pound. You pound it until you have something like powder-ish. Not really powder, but at least until everything is mixed together. And then you add in, that is already milk and water. Then you add sugar. And Somalis like to have tea with a lot of sugar. And then you put your spices in. After that, you take your favorite flavor of tea leaves, you let it in, and in this case, Somalis like really to have a lot of tea. Should I say strong tea? And then when you have all the mixture in, you cover it so that the flavors, all the flavors from the spices are absorbed back into the tea. The tea is boiled already, and now you just give it a bit of, naitwa kukuinua ama tutaita aje, I don't know that word in English. You know, that you just get the cream also together, unapoesha. By the way, I don't know that word, what it is, sorry for that. And then you'll just sieve your ready tea to a jug so that you can transfer it later on to a flask. So now our kibis is ready, our tea is ready, and what do you think we have to do next? We just have to go, sit down, chill, have some nice talks, and enjoy our tea and kibis. That's all we had for today. Thank you for keeping us company. Take care of yourself, take care of your families. Hope to see you next time. Ciao.